Hey, my friend Daniel here. Welcome to the channel. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to generate leads for free. Yes, with zero paid advertising. I'm going to show you in this video, if you watch it all the way until the end, I'm going to show you how I've generated over 300,000 leads online. This is just with one autoresponder over here. I have another one over here, and you can see I have almost 38,000 leads. So that's well over 340,000 leads, all generated 100% for free. Now, I'm going to show you step by step what I do. And we're going to talk about two specific concepts in this video that's going to help map this out for you. So the question is, where do you generate leads? But even more specifically, how do you generate those leads? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to the dry erase board and we're going to map this entire process out. And I'm going to show you what this process looks like, how you could literally start doing this today and how you could start generating leads for any business online, no matter what it is, whether it's real estate or if it's digital marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, it doesn't matter. You could be generating leads for your business, and I'm going to walk you through what that process looks like. And if you stick around until the very end of this video, I'm going to show you my exact process, what I offer people, and why I generate the amount of leads for free that I do. So let's head on over to the dry erase board, and I'm going to map this out for you. Okay, so like I just mentioned, we're going to talk about two different concepts here, not only where to generate these leads, but how to generate leads. So if you're looking to learn how to generate leads for free using social media or basically just, using the internet, this is step by step how I do it. And again, how I've generated well over 300 and almost 350,000 leads online for free. This makes me a six-figure income right here from home. And I'm just a college dropout. And if I could figure this stuff out, my friends, so can you. Okay. So let's talk about the where before we talk about the how. Okay. So using social media platforms, really, it kind of comes down to three, but there's four major platforms that you could be using. First, you have Instagram, okay? And honestly, that's tied right into Facebook. So every time I post on Facebook, it forwards it to Instagram. So I kind of kill two birds with one stone right there. Okay, the other ones that we have here that I use consistently are YouTube, and then we have TikTok. Okay, so I'm just going to put the abbreviations there so you can see them. Now, that's where I generate my leads. So all the leads that I just shared with you, the hundreds of thousands of leads, have all been generated literally from these sources right here. Okay, that's it. Very straightforward, very simple, very easy to understand. There's no hidden websites. There's no, anything funky. There's no paid advertising in there. It's all organic, free leads. Okay. Now, here's a big clue. Here's a big hint. Where do I generate the most amount of leads? Okay. Well, TikTok and Facebook. Okay. Okay. So those are I guess that's my secret, you could say. Those are my, secret revenue sources, okay, where I get most of my leads from. Now the big question is how, right? How do I generate these leads? Well, I'm going to give you a hint, and then I'm going to break down the how. I'm going to break it down, hopefully in a nice, simple, and easy to understand way, okay? I'm going to leave an acronym right here at the top, okay, SFV. Now, what does that stand for? Short form video. If you're trying to generate a lead online, the best thing you can do based on where everybody's at right now today, 2025, at the time of this video when you're watching this, is, being on their phones, scrolling through social media. And it's usually, if I just look at, friends and family, all the people around me, I see them scrolling through short form videos. And that's exactly what I use is short form videos. Now, short form meaning less than a minute. Okay. So short form video, less than a minute, long form video, over a minute. So when we talk about short form videos, you're posting these videos to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Okay. YouTube meaning YouTube Shorts. The video that you're watching right now is a long form video. It's not a short. So when we talk about these, we talk about all of these processes over here: Insta, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Okay. So now the question is, what is in the short form video? What type of content are you actually having people watch? Now, let's break that down. This would clearly depend on your niche or your business or what it is that you are trying to promote. Okay. So for me, I make money online. I have digital products and services that my business sells, and I make videos and I tell people about that. And like I said, if you watch this all the way till the end, I'll literally show you my exact process. And I'm going to show you something, and this is going to tie directly into what we're talking about here with short form videos. I offer up what is called a lead magnet. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of put that off to the side over here. I'm going to put LM, using a lot of abbreviations today, a lot of little acronyms. Okay, LM, lead magnet. That means you are giving somebody something in exchange for something. So you're going to give them something for free. Could be an ebook, could be a course, could be a training series, a how-to video in exchange for an email. Okay. And then that email, that's how you generate a lead. You give somebody something, also known as reciprocity. Okay. So in your short form videos, you are offering people something. Now, there's a specific formula to follow, because you need to realize that when you're out there marketing online, that marketing, no matter where it is, no matter what's being sold, marketing is just, all it is formulas. That's it. It's literally just formulas. And there is a 4-point formula here that you need to follow in your short form videos if you want to generate that lead. Okay. It's as simple as that. So, myself, my students, everyone that follows me, everyone that works with me, we teach them this 4-point formula. That's how our team grows as big as it did, literally thousands of members following this formula. It's a simple and easy duplicatable process. Okay. So the very first thing that you need to really nail when it comes to short form videos, and especially if you're looking to generate leads for free, ultimately you have to understand this. If you want to generate leads for free, social media is free, and it's probably the best way. There's other free ways out there with safe lists, and you get into some funky stuff with that, and there's a lot of spam going on there. So you want to avoid that. Social media is where you can not only get leads for free, you can also grow organically, and you can go from zero to hero in a very short amount of time with consistency and applying certain formulas. Okay, keep that in mind. So the very first thing, and the number one thing to focus on as you're creating short form videos, is your hook. Your hook is the most important thing. In the beginning of this video, I literally said, I'm going to teach you how to generate leads for free. That was part of the hook. Okay. So you have your hook in your video, and now you got to keep in mind, people have short attention spans. So when you watch a short form video, you have about 3 seconds to hook them in. I mean, that's it. That's literally it. You got about 3 seconds to hook them in. So you're going to have to practice and get really good at your hooks. Again, depending on your niche. If you're a carpenter, if you're an electrician, if you are a plumber, if you're in real estate, if you're selling insurance, I'm sure you can come up with some really tasty hooks that maybe dive into some pain points in and around that hook. All right, next one is, okay, I'm going to try to spell this out right here. Next is your build up, okay? You're going to build up that hook, meaning if you are talking about negative, if you're talking about pain points, you're going to add some fuel to that fire, right? You're going to add some, you're going to pour some salt in that wound. So if you use a hook, let's say you're talking about something like credit repair. If you say something like, are you sick and tired of having a credit score less than 700? Are you sick and tired of not being able to pay your bills? Are you sick and tired of getting denied for loans? You take whatever that hook is, and then you add onto that, you pour salt into that wound. Okay. You hook them in, you add to it, right? Now, 3 is value. You want to present that value. What value? And this is something that a lot of people overlook. Okay. A lot of people are going to overlook this, but don't skip that step. So you hook them in, you build it up, you add some, pour some salt on that wound, and then you let the viewer know what is in it for them. I know you're trying to generate the lead. You're trying to maybe generate a lead, get a sale. You're thinking about what's in it for you, but think about what's in it for the the lead, think about what's in it for the viewer. What benefit, what value are they going to get by watching your video? So if we're talking about something in terms of credit repair, and I specifically say, if you're sick and tired of having a credit score that's less than 700, you may want to watch this video. Aren't you sick and tired of being denied for loan after loan and just not being able to do the things you want to do? There's the hook, there's the buildup. And then the value would be, I'm going to give you the step-by-step instructions on how to remove those nasty items from your credit report. There's the value. Now the viewer knows, oh, hey, I'm going to get a step-by-step report. I'm going to learn for free how this works. I'm going to get some inside tips. I'm going to learn something that could really help me here. Okay? There's value to the end user. And then 4, this might seem really basic, but again, a lot of people will skip this part or not do it correctly, is your CTA, your call to action. Okay? So every single video, every single short form piece of content, every single thing that you put out there, whether even if it's just a normal Facebook post and it's written copy, or if it's a video, should always have a CTA. You should always, at the end of your content, be telling people what to do, where to go, what to click, how to get the information that you are sharing with them. So after I go through that and I say to people, I'm going to give you free access to insert your product, insert your lead magnet right here. The value is where you could introduce your lead magnet. And again, if you watch this video all the way till the end, I'm going to show you what my lead magnet is, what I offer, and why I generate the amount of leads that I do. Okay. So in that CTA, if you want to get access to my book, course, program, step-by-step guide, PDF, whatever it is for your specific niche or business, all you have to do is, you could say things like, drop a comment down below and I'll be in touch, or send me a direct message and I'll, whatever it is, or go to the link that's on your screen right now and you'll get your insert lead magnet. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. And this is literally the formula that I have been following for years. I've had the same process, the same social media strategy for at least 5 years now. And it's generated me hundreds of thousands of leads for free. My friend, this process works. Okay, so it's a matter of, now you're just going to break it down and you got to get into what your niche is, what you're trying to accomplish, and applying that to this strategy right here. Okay. What I'm also going to do too is I'm also going to link some of my social media profiles down below so you can see some of my content. You can hear, my hooks and the strategies in my videos. And I want you to really watch those videos for the strategy. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to take you over to my actual lead magnet. So I'm going to let you see that, and I'm going to let you see what I give away so you can maybe have some ideas of how you can apply that into your business. So I'm going to jump off the dry erase board. We're going to head back over to my laptop here, and I'm going to walk you through what my lead magnet is, and if you're interested, how you can get access to it. Now, before we get into the lead magnet, this part here is very, very important. Your main goal when taking someone from a short form piece of content is to get them to a long form piece of content. Now, before they get to the long form piece of content, make a note, write this down, okay? Before they get to the long form piece of content, to get more information, to get that lead magnet that you were just offering, they need to go to some form of capture page, okay? Capture page, or, this a capture page can be called multiple different things, but ultimately you need to get their information. You need to collect their information. Remember, reciprocity, you're exchanging something. In exchange for that free piece of value that you're offering, you're going to get their email address. Once you get their email address, you're going to give them whatever it is that you're offering. So for me, when I tell people to either, text me, message me, go to the, website that is on the screen, they're going to land here on this page. Okay. And then again, like I mentioned earlier, I teach people how to make money online. So if someone wants to learn how to make money online, they want something that has proven results anywhere around the world, no courses to buy, a lot of value there. Okay. All they need to do is they need to enter their name, they need to enter their email, and then click the button. Okay, so as simple as that. So that right there, that is how the reason why it's called a capture page, this is how I capture the lead. This is how I've generated hundreds of thousands of free leads using social media. Okay, once somebody enters this, now they get access to my free training series. Okay, this is where the lead magnet goes to. This is where the value is, where they head on over to my YouTube channel, and I have a free training series. So there it is. There's the lead magnet right there that I offer on all of my short form videos. Hey, if you would like to learn for free, okay, how to make money online, you don't have to pay for a course. You don't have to pay for an ebook. You don't have to buy into a high ticket coaching program. I'm going to teach you for free, step by step, exactly what I do and how I do it. Okay. So, and I break it down even more simply for people so they can easily understand it. Here's a full overview of everything that you get access to. Okay. We show people how they can get a free app. Okay. What you actually do to make money, how to use the actual membership, and okay, where we keep all of our content and where we keep all of our additional value that we literally give away. So we actually give away content to help people like you that are trying to figure out how to make money online. We actually give you the content to share. So remember a little while ago, I was telling you that you have to, you're creating short form videos on the 4 major platforms. We actually give that content away to make it really easy for the brand newest person. So it's a really great lead magnet because there's a lot of people that have to, especially in the online space, especially when you're learning how to make money online, when you're learning how to generate leads for free online, a lot of people are charging you money. They're charging you money for ebooks. They're charging you money for courses. They want you to buy into their high ticket coaching program. And when people see my content and they realize that you can get all this information without having to spend a lot of money or spend any money at all, it's a really great lead magnet. So I want you to think about, again, your business, your niche, what you're trying to accomplish, and how you can craft those 4 things. I'll break them down for you. Again, you have your hook, you have your buildup, you have your value, and then you have your CTA, your call to action. So whatever your industry, business, or niche is, I want you to think about those things and how you can apply that, okay? And start practicing that. And that's the best thing you can do, is start practicing that. Hope you got value from this video. I hope this makes a little more sense for you now. And again, if you want more information about me, what I do, I'm going to leave a link or several links in the description down below if you want to go check those out. Maybe see some of my social media channels, watch some of my short form videos, and see exactly how I apply those 4 steps to generating leads for free. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to leave my full overview down there. So if you want to see this lead magnet for yourself, you can also do that too. And I'll walk you through everything, and you can, again, get some ideas or tap into it for yourself. I'll also leave an end card here at the end of this video. So if you want to jump right over to that tutorial, you can definitely do that. If you made it to this point in the video, I thank you. I appreciate you. Please do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that bell icon. It really does help the channel. When you hit that bell icon, I'm going to put out new content. You, my friend, will be the first to know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.